Rusted Up Garage. Thank you for joining today. It is Honda Takeover Day. We're about to change the exhaust in midnight today to an AFE power exhaust. Thank you for joining us. If you like this video, please subscribe to Rusted Up Garage. And if you want more Honda content, leave it down below in the comments and we will see if I can change that, whatever you want to see. Okay, let's get started. By the way, this is my sidekick Thor. He doesn't leave my side, if you can tell. He's my bud. He will not be on me while I change this exhaust though. He's gonna have to sit down and just watch. Okay, let's get started. We're gonna go over here and look at the exhaust. Okay, so about a year ago, I told Ricky that I wanted to make my Honda louder. So I like loud cars, and right now, this is a mom car. You can't hear it. There's no sound to it. So back in November, he ordered this aftermarket exhaust for me. So we could try to make it a little bit louder, I guess. It's not gonna be super loud, but it'll be a little bit louder. So let's open the box and see what we have inside. Okay, so you have to forgive me because I don't know what everything is called in here because I'm new at this. I'm gonna do everything to my car because it's my baby. So my husband just orders this stuff for me and I kind of just roll with it. So this is an exhaust. I don't know who it's by. Really, it's by the same person I did my air filter through. So we're going to be putting this beautiful exhaust on midnight today. I cannot wait to do this. I've been excited to do it. I've wanted to do it for months. This thing just came in last week after ordering it in November, people, really. Did it come from China? I don't know. It must have because it took a long time to get here. So we're gonna get started at looking at the instructions first, okay? Because I like to read instructions. My husband, not so much. I've already read them, so we're just gonna crumple them up and we're gonna throw them in there, okay? So we're gonna get started going over to midnight, getting under it, and unhooking the old exhaust. So what's gonna happen is I have to unbolt this exhaust right here and drop it down first. It's just a couple of bolts. I just have to drop that down, and then I'm gonna go up to where this drop pan is right here. I think that's what it's called. And I've gotta undo these these 4 bolts to drop it down so I can get to this part up here that has 3 bolts to undo. And it's pretty much after that, we just pull it out. Take these rubbers off and pull the exhaust down and put the new one on. So we'll get started by going over. My husband already has my tools set up for me, and unbolt the exhaust down there. So we're gonna get started first by unbolting this muffler from the exhaust. I probably will have an assistant with me at some point so this thing does not fall on my head. I really do not want it to fall on my head. So let's get started. Am I sure that this is going the right way? Okay, so there's that. That's unbolted, I think.
You're probably gonna need a hammer.
It ain't doing nothing. Okay, so that wasn't as easy as I thought it was gonna be. Okay, I'm not very coordinated with tools, people, okay? Okay, there's one. And
you gotta push the muffler over because it's
I don't like that thing. I think I already got my first boo-boo. Okay, here we go. We're gonna try to get this off of here. It's not easy. And I'm sweating like a horse. Oh. Okay. One muffler. Right? Yes, muffler. This I'm not gonna throw, okay? Like my last one, I'm just gonna set it over here. If anybody wants it, you just let me know. Okay, so we already got the muffler off, which that was really hard. I have muscle, but geez, stuff like that I can't do. So now we're gonna unbolt these 4 bolts right here and sweat a lot because it's hot. So I got my fancy Nancy Milwaukee because, you know, my muscles are not good muscles like a big old strong man. So we're gonna take these off, and remember, don't lose them because this really has to go back on. Okay, so that's off. All right, so this should just be able to pull down just a little bit so I can get up to those 3 bolts up there to unbolt this.
don't lose them.
And we're not gonna lose these bolts either. All right, so we have this rubber piece right here that's connected. So this has to be slid off, I think.
Yes, just like that.
Okay, there we go. So now that's loose, okay? We have to now go back to the other end, I think, and there might be, not bolts, but I think there's more rubber pieces down there. So we'll go back to the other end now that we have this one loose, okay? So now that we have the upper part undone and loosened, we now have to unhook the other muffler. This part you're gonna need either some jack stands to hold it up or an assistant. I'm sure we have jack stands, but I don't have any. I have an assistant with me today that's gonna come in and I'm gonna hold it and he's gonna pull these rubbers off because they're really hard to pull off. So he's gonna join me, and y'all know who he is because this is his YouTube channel. So welcome, Ricky. This is my assistant today, okay?
So you're finally getting around to the exhaust.
I am.
Could have came in 6 months ago. We could have done it then, but
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
supply chain issues. So
Yes.
where are we at, hon?
I've already taken this muffler off. I've loosened I've taken all the bolts off up there. We need to take the rubber pieces off here, but I didn't want it to fall on my head, so.
Well, perfect. Well, then you go down on that end and hold it. I'll pop these couple rubbers, we'll drop it out, and then you can finish the install.
Okay. I already got the one up here loosened.
Okay, perfect. I'll just get these down here.
Like I said, they're not easy.
Oh, I know. I've done a bunch of them.
No, I got this one up here.
And pop off the muffler. like this. Okay. And we should be able to pull this sucker right out like this. You got it? Take this right out here. And we'll just add it to the Uncle Carl pile. You know, that's basically the pile that my brother-in-law Carl comes and picks up like every couple weeks because we seem to make a lot of scrap. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just hold this for you, hon.
Okay.
And I got the gasket. I'm gonna slide it up in there, and then you can get your nuts started. And I'll put the rubber sleeve on, and then you can keep assembling this thing for everyone.
Okay.
You don't want that yet.
Nope.
You just want to start them by hand.
Oh, okay. See, that's why I have an assistant, because, you know, this is my first time doing any kind of stuff on a car. And it's a good thing I have small hands and... Oh, no. That was Ricky's fault. Okay, so it's a good thing I have small hands and small arms.
Let me put this rubber on real quick for you. Okay, so now that's put on for you. You're going to want to snug those up.
Yes.
And once you put that thing in forward,
Yes.
go around, just lightly hit them all a couple times so they're good and tight. And then you can put that back on.
But can I say something? It said not to tighten everything.
Yeah, that you can.
Tight.
That you can.
Because that's a fixed
Because
point.
that's a fixed point. These, when you slide these on, you won't tighten these, okay?
Okay.
Because you're going to put the band clamp on.
Yes.
And then you're going to slide your pipes and keep building it. And then I can come back and help you align it.
Okay.
And we'll tighten it down.
Okay.
So, but yes, you can definitely tighten up that.
And put this back on.
Yeah, make sure it's going forward.
It is.
Hit your button.
I did.
Hit your trigger. You want to make sure it's going clockwise. You always want to double check.
Okay. Done. Now we're gonna put this rubber thing back on. I'm just checking on my sidekick too, by the way. He's just sitting over there listening to me. What in the... Am I turning it the right way? I don't think I'm turning it the right way.
You are.
Is there a science to these things? Because I feel that it should not take that long to put that in there. Okay, so those four, let me grab the right tool. Those four bolts are in, so we're just gonna tighten them up so that we don't lose this drop plate thing, kick pan, whatever. Okay, here we go. Make sure the thing doesn't kick back and hit you in the face. Lord help. All right. Last two. Okay. Well, heck. I'm not tool inclined, obviously. Okay, we're gonna put that right there. That's good. That's on. And we're gonna move to the next part. My assistant put that in there for me. So we're gonna we're not gonna continue with this. We're gonna go down and put the mufflers on first, I think. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put the mufflers on first, and I'll probably have to have my assistant again because he might have to put those rubber pieces on because they're really hard. So let's go put the mufflers on. So we're gonna add this bid pipe on to this first pipe, okay? So there's a clamp right here which will attach to this part once I shove this part into there, okay? So we're just gonna put this up, and I'm gonna have to use all my hustle, I think. Well, maybe not.
Twist it counterclockwise.
This needs to be up here.
No,
Your other counterclockwise.
Oh, okay. make sure that you put this the right way, okay? Because I had it on the wrong way. Oh, and it slides in so good. Okay, so we're not going to worry about this because the instructions say do not tighten anything. And again, we don't follow the instructions, but we can't tighten it in case we have to wiggle it around some more. So that's in there. Now there's like a Y piece that goes on to this part that I'm gonna hook on. And I don't think I need my assistant for that. So I'm gonna hook that on, and then we'll go from there and hook the mufflers on. And we'll be almost finished with that, and we can tighten everything up and start it and see how it sounds, okay? All right, so make sure you have this one the right way as well. So you can tell, look. It says AFE right there, and then you, oh no, and then you want these pieces shooting this way because they gotta go into this rubber piece right here, okay? So hopefully this one slides on, ooh, like butter. Okay, again, we're not gonna worry about that. Oh, but wait, I think maybe I should have, yep, okay, we're gonna take that back off. I think I wanna stick these.
Some help?
No.
You don't want help?
No. So I think you want to stick these in here first. So you're going to need some kind of assistance for this, okay? Because it's a little hard to cram this into this rubber. Okay.
Nice.
There we go. Now put it in another one. And if you have a fantastic assistant like mine, oh, he has already lubed this up for you, so it goes in a lot easier. Okay. Whoa. That was hard. Okay. So now, I don't think I need this red broom anymore. So we're just gonna shoot that right out the way. Just like that. And then we're gonna connect these two pieces like so, I think.
Yep.
I push this.
So just leave that like that because now we're gonna have to do the mufflers and get
Okay.
that all on.
Remember, you don't have to tighten these. We'll tighten everything after we get all the parts on. Okay, so these are a little bit heavy. I shouldn't say heavy, they're just awkward. So I'm gonna have to get my assistant to come back in and help me put them up. Plus, I have short arms, so to try to reach up there, I can't do it. So my assistant is a lot bigger than I am, and he can help me. So here comes my assistant. It's Ricky again. Okay, so he's gonna help assist put these rods back in the rubbers.
Like that?
Just like that. And this will hook very easily.
Okay. Don't worry about that. We'll get that.
Okay.
I'll help you with one. If you get the other one, I'll help you with the other one too.
Oh, my box is empty. Okay. Number, ow.
You're supposed to whack your head on the left.
Number 2. My assistant is still with me. He's gonna cram it up in that hole that I cannot reach. And he makes it seem so easy. And he's a very burly man, so he'll just rip it right out your hand. Okay. Ooh, that was rough. Okay, so now
You're probably going to want to start in the front and work your way to the back because we want to square these tips up because they can just do that.
So I can tell you because I've done several exhausts, and obviously my lovely wife has never done one exhaust, but she really wanted to do this herself. So I'm just going to kind of give a little assistance here. The reason why you don't want to hook everything up is because we want to align all the pipes up. We don't want anything hitting. See, like, look right here. See, we've got dust shields hitting. Now, on this, they're gonna hit because they're just too big and out of the way. You just have to bend these up on this car and get them so you have the clearance. But what we're gonna wanna do is start in the front and get all these pipes lined up down through here, because like this one's barely on. That mid pipe needs to come forward, and then we're gonna wanna adjust the Y pipe back here. And then last but not least, we're gonna wanna adjust where these are, and then Alicia can just tighten these down once we get them squared up. Because we don't wanna put it up in the air so water goes in them. You know, we don't want one down and one up and make it look all like that, you know. It's gotta look good for a Honda, I guess.
Hey, come on now.
Anyway, sorry. So let's go to the middle and let's square stuff up and just kind of see where we're at with everything. The nice thing is you can see where these slots are at. You can see where the pipe is at, so you have some room for adjustment. So if this was up, it's hitting this right here, see? So we know that we need to roll this pipe down, okay? And when we roll that down, it actually lifts up this mid pipe. So now if we get it too high, we're gonna have it here. So you gotta kind of get it right in the middle. You wanna double check your alignment. You wanna make sure that all the way down through here, we have good connection, because see, like out here, if you look, see how it's out and there's a hole there, okay? I can clamp this for all I'm worth. That is never gonna seal up. So we know that mid pipe needs to come back to here. So now it's past this. So now when we put the clamp on it right here, it's sealed right here. So just a couple, you know, tricks to this. I mean, obviously the head pipe can't go anywhere. That's where it is. So we got this mid pipe pretty close to right where it needs to be. And you can kind of just go around and just put your hands over it and just kind of check and make sure we don't have any crazy, like, I mean, it's close here, but it's not gonna hit here. So, and once this gets tightened up into here, like this, it's gonna pull that up and we should have plenty of clearance.
Okay, so I have a question.
Yes.
If you left where you could see in there, that's an exhaust leak.
Correct, that's an exhaust leak, and it would make your car sound not very good.
Like a weed whacker?
No, it'll just tick.
It'll tick, it'll like,
Okay.
it'll sound horrible.
Okay.
So
you
what we'll do is
definitely want to make sure that you have no open holes.
Right, so let's grab this, because now we need this size. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna start in the front. We're just gonna kind of bring stuff together.
As I say, you probably want to turn that so that's straight up.
Yeah, we're gonna do it like this, so I can just hit it up. So I'm happy with that fitment all the way through. That looks good. Because if we get up any higher, we're gonna be hitting this. So I'd rather it up just a little bit.
And
like
we don't
that.
want it to hit the ground when we're driving either. Or right?
Correct. Like the side pipes do on the wagon.
Right.
So what we're gonna do now is we're just gonna snug this up. We're not gonna go crazy yet.
Don't go crazy.
All right.
I would go crazy because I only have one throttle with that and it's full.
I know. We'll give it a little bit more. Okay.
Okay.
Now that's pretty much solid. So now let's come down here to the next part, and we're gonna look in here and see how we're doing. Now it needs to come in more like this for sure. Like that.
Whoa, you moved the car. Told you guys he has the muscle. Oh, I felt that. Yep.
There we go. Now there's not a lot of clearance, but there's enough clearance.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to do that.
So we're gonna bring this one up here. I'm gonna have to do this in sideways. You wanna give me my, I got it. So we're gonna do the same thing here. Now I can't go up as high here because the way the clamp is. Almost be better if the clamp would have been the other way.
I didn't put those on now.
Maybe we'll just switch the bolt around. Or is it directional?
I'm not sure. Let's see if we can switch the bolt. Actually, yeah, I can do this. We just have to pull it off like this, flip it over like this, and then we'll just put it back together. Okay, that's better. Now I can push this in like this. I can have this up like this. Okay, we'll do the final snugging after. But we've got plenty of clearance here. We're clear here, we're clear here, and we're clear of all the rear end stuff. So now, what we gotta do is just get these mufflers to sit right. And now let's get your last one. That's your front one. Okay, so now we can do a little bit more adjusting and make sure the tips are good, and we should be good. So that one's headed down just a little bit, which is kind of what we want. Okay, and this one's headed down a little bit too. We're gonna get that. Yeah, that actually looks pretty good. So now, we kind of like the placement, nothing is hitting anything. We're just gonna bring and tighten everything up all the way down through. And from that point, we should be good to go. Still have plenty of clearance, nothing's hitting.
Alright, so my assistant has left. We are finished. We did a little tack weld to it to just stiffen it up so it didn't move around much. So what we're going to do now is we're going to lower the car down and start it up and see how it sounds, okay? It's supposed to sound like. Let's try this again. Okay, so that wasn't as hard as I thought it was gonna be. It actually was a little bit easy, thanks to my assistant. So I can't wait to take this out on the road and see how it sounds like. In the shop, it's deep. I can't wait to see what it sounds like on the road. So I'm gonna take it out later, see how it sounds. If you like this, and you want more Honda content, go ahead and comment it down below, and my husband and I will see what we can do and do some more videos on this. I'll continue taking over the YouTube. I hope that you guys have a blessed 4th of July. Please like and subscribe this video, share it to everybody that you want to share it with. Get it out there, and I'll be back, okay? So, happy 4th, be safe, peace out.